How's it going, everyone? It's IBM Gaming here again, and today we're going to be doing another plugin. This one is highly recommended on a lot of servers, and it's used, in a wide range, and a lot of servers use it. And that plugin is LWC, or what this plugin basically does is it locks like chests, doors, and stuff like that. Making it so players cannot steal items or break into people's houses or etc. like that. So it is very useful to have, and I do recommend it if you do have a server. If you do have a bigger server, I do recommend it as well. It's just very nice to have. So the first thing that you want to do is search for it on Bukkit, and you will come to this page. This page has basically everything that you want, but for now we're going to go ahead and download it. It's the first link, and it'll give you this. All you want to do is click Save File. Then I'm just going to go ahead and show it up here, and then all I'm going to do is simply drag this to my desktop for now. And then now what you want to do is go ahead and look for your server files. In my server it is going to have permissions X. I will show you how to add the permission nodes for LWC as well. So just simply go ahead and drag that into your folder, for your plugins folder for your server, and then go ahead and start your server up really quick. Now, once it is done downloading, what you want to do is simply go ahead and then stop your server. The main reason is because we're going to make some changes to it, and we really don't need it up. So, as soon as it's done, you just want to go ahead and stop it. Now, if you go back into your plugins folder, you will see that you have a new folder called LWC. Inside this folder, you have a couple more files here. You have core, doors, limits v2, LWC, magnet, and a folder called lib. Inside the lib you have SQLite, native, Windows, AMD64, and SQLite. That stuff basically isn't important, you don't have to worry about that. The only things that you can edit, of course, or you would really want to edit, would be core, doors, limit v2, or magnet. So here's some stuff in here. Now, if you want to have a database, you can. I will make a tutorial for that later. But databases are really easy to do, so you just go ahead and insert your path to it, your host name, your database name, your username, password, and a prefix that you want. Now you can go ahead and, of course, you could change these. Just simply type in here, like for instance, if your password is that. We're not going to worry about this right now, though. Now down here under protections, you can deny redstone. For instance, people cannot place redstone. You could also do, ignore block destruction. Stuff like that. You could do a lot of stuff with this. Now here's the blocks that you really want, which are trapdoors, iron door, wooden door, sign, dispenser, furnace, and chest. That means if somebody protects it, they cannot break it. So now that we're done with this, we're going to go ahead and go back into our server. I'm going to show you some of the plugins that you could do, or some of the commands that you could do for this. So I'm simply going to go ahead and start that up and go to my local host. Now, typically you would want everyone to be able to protect stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and spawn me in a chest really quickly, and I'll show you what it does. So you could place a chest, and then in game you'd simply type like C private, but of course I have access denied because I don't have permission nodes. So you type in those commands, and then you would simply click a block, and then it would lock it for you. Now, I'm actually going to show you how to insert, permission nodes for players. So we're going to go in our plugins, permissions X, and we'll go into our permissions. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give the default every single, LWC thing there is. So I'm going to go ahead and simply drag this over here. And then I'm going to go back to our LWC page, and all you want to do is simply go to permissions. Now once here, all you want to do pretty much is copy lwc.protect. I typically give this to every single player. That makes it just the default stuff. As it says here, you can create, you can see info for stuff, you can remove, you can unlock, you can modify, and you can flag. So I'm going to go ahead and give that to the defaults. Just simply, you could either type it in or just copy it. And then because I want moderators to actually have other commands, I want them to have this specific one right here. And of course, this is, you can give these to whatever group you want. It doesn't have to be specific like this. This is just how I want it. Alright. So then I'm going to go down to admins here, and I'm going to give them the LWC.admin. And then I'm simply going to save this. Go back in and simply reload my server. Now go back into Minecraft. And I should be able to protect. Maybe not. Okay, maybe we could do LWC. Actually, who am I? See, as you can see, there's a whole bunch of commands that you can do here. You have cprivate, or you can do cpublic, which means public can go into it. You can put a password on it by doing cpassword. Cmodify means if something's already modified, or already protected, you can go in there and edit it. For instance, if it's password protected, you can go ahead and change the password on that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and simply promote myself really quick here. That'll put me to VIP. I'm gonna go put myself to owner. Why not? Maybe not. Admins will work. Oops. If I could type it right. Okay. So as you can see, I typed in cprivate, and now it says please left click your block to block it. So simply left click it, and then now you will be able to private it. So other players cannot go into it. It'll say this chest is protected, blah 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 blah, and they won't have access to it. Now you can also see who did it by doing see info, and then go ahead and punch it, and it'll tell you who the owner is, where it's located, who accessed it, and etc. Now you could also remove one by doing see remove, and then go ahead and punch it, and it'll remove the lock on it. So that's basically it for LWC. Like I said, there's different permission nodes that you can have for different groups. It's laid out nicely for you, and if you just want basic commands, just type in LWC in game. LWC admin gives you a little bit more. For instance, you can force an owner to one. You can clear all protections if you wanted to, and so on. So, you could do LWC admin, which I think this command's really cool. Admin view, and it'll tell you like inventories and stuff like that. So that's it. Hope this helped you guys a little bit. If you have any questions, just leave them down below, or if this wasn't good enough, then I'll try to redo it or whatever, do my best. All the links will also be in the description.